Although a lot of fingers still point at Jude Okoye for the crash of P-Square, there are also many people who believe he sacrificed his career in order to push his brothers. Well, Jude has come out to clear the air on that misconception. The manager of the former P-Square music duo revealed in a recent interview that he did not kill his music dreams for the sake of his brothers. According to him, it was because his music wasn't paying off, and that was the main reason he decided to focus on his brother's career. Narrating his story, he had this to say: "I had my first album done in Jos in 1995 and all the friends around me told me that it was good and record labels would pay me good money for it. As a result of that, I took a flight of N2000 from Jos to Lagos in search of a record label that would pay me for the album. I went with 2 empty Ghana must-go bags because I expected that they would pay me a lot of money. Even though I didn't know anybody there, I went to Ivory Music to see the talent manager. But when I got to the company, they told me that he was on leave and I would have to come back the next week. That's when reality dawned on me because I hadn't planned on how I was going to get back to Jos. From there, I went to the Ajura Motor Park hoping to take a bus back to Jos. On getting there, I found out that the bus fare was N600. I didn't have that money, so I ended up sleeping under the bridge. Being that my mother was a prophetess in Jos, once in a while, I ran into people who knew her and they gave me some money. When I eventually met the talent manager, a certain Mr. Morgan, he collected the tape and told me to come back in 2 weeks' time. Meanwhile, I didn't have a place to stay for that period, so I had to squat at Bright Kaimezi's boys' quarters with his friends at Ogba area of the state. When I went back to Mr. Morgan after 2 weeks, he didn't recognize me. At that point, I was frustrated and I told them to give me back my tape. Still, I didn't give up and I released my songs in Jos. I became a local champion because the songs were popular then. From there, I decided that maybe a music career wasn't meant for me and I focused on my kid brothers. Then, they were just dances and weren't known as P-Square. I wouldn't say I sacrificed my career for them because it wasn't working for me anyway. Get the hottest gist on Nigeria celebrities. How much do they spend on luxury life? TV source.